Okay, Jyot, I wanted to build upon some of the points that have been raised by Major Kumar when we talk about specifically Mohammed Yunus feeling a bit rattled when Indian media, several of which are also speaking about there being a growing rift between the Bangladesh army chief and Mohammed Yunus, and he has categorically come out to defend or present a counter narrative. So while one can argue that it seems as though Mohammed Yunus feels as though he's losing the narrative war, but largely the Bangladesh army chief who put Sheikh Hasina into exile is surely not going to be happy sitting there watching Mohammed Yunus, who was put there as an interim head of the government to make certain decisions vis-a-vis the economy, vis-a-vis how the country is to run in the absence of a democratically elected leader. That was his job. So clearly the Bangladesh army chief can't be happy that he's sitting there hobnobbing with the Chinese, hobnobbing with the Pakistanis.
Well, when you look at what Yunus has done, basically picked up an article from the Sunday Guardian and then talk about it. I mean, think of it like this, Devika, which head of state, which head of government does anything like that? I mean, think of the sheer lack of gravitas that this man, instead of thinking of governing the country, instead of whatever he might be doing in terms of reforming the electoral process, if that is what he is doing, although we do not know. I mean, his reforming the electoral system is basically banning Awami League, which he has done. So the thing is, you see, instead of that, this man is picking up, his people are scouring the internet, picking up articles. Okay, I think we should reply to this. I mean, is it the chief, whatever supervisor or whatever he is, he is the titular kind of head of Bangladesh. Is it his job? Think of in terms of lack of gravitas. This is an internet troll's job, internet or these fact checkers. I mean, this, even if you are going to counter something, you should leave it to the juniors, to the younger people, to other departments, to your communication secretary. You must be having, there is a press secretary. I mean, it is coming under his own name. It's like the PMO picking up, our PMO picking up one article in Bangladesh and saying, you are spreading false fake news. Can you imagine a serious country, a serious political figure ever doing something like this? I guess even Donald Trump will not do it, and he is definitely not serious when it comes to his interaction with others. Now, as for what the army is saying, it goes without saying that yes, the army is very, very unhappy. But the thing with Yunus is that he has tasted power. He definitely does not want to let go. As a result of which, and the army, particularly Waqaruzzaman, is dropping very solid hints that you should leave right now. But obviously, there is a lot of now my worry is what is going to happen now is that there is this students political party. Now, they have banned Awami League, and because they have the support of the State Department in particular, Yunus will literally get away with murder. So, what he is going to do is that he will rig the election, he will ensure, unless of course, the army intervenes or BNP really creates a major trouble for him, he is going to rig the election. He will ensure that this particular students party comes to power and makes him the president or whatever, if not prime minister, president and all, and he continues to stay like this. But you see, and I am worried that the US will allow this to pass, and the Britain and countries of the West, which all have been basically, which were ensuring that there was trouble against Hasina, all of them will come out and in support of him. So, basically murder of democracy, which took place on 5th August 2024. Now, that will continue. There is no chance of any fair election in Bangladesh, and that is a worry, unless of course, the army gets involved and there is a coup or something. But then when it comes to the US, it is very, very unhappy when it comes to coups. We have seen what has happened in Pakistan, One of the reasons why Pakistan keeps getting these democratic coups is because there are certain amendments and all in the US that will sanction Pakistan if there is a coup, and if something similar is going to happen in Bangladesh also. So, army coup is going to be looked at very badly by the US, there will be trouble. They want Yunus to continue, and by hook or crook Yunus is trying to ensure that he will continue, and that is why he is so upset with the article, because you see it also feeds into the narrative that is playing out in Bangladesh that Yunus is going to run away. Okay, so that is what is making him very unhappy, but he is also simultaneously trying to create, I mean, if he has to stay, he has to stay quote unquote as a democratically selected elected leader. So,
Okay.
I think right now what is going to they are going to do is that they are going to rig the election, they are going to manipulate the election.
Okay, all right. On that note, I thank all of our guests for joining us on the broadcast.